Hello all and welcome to episode 9 of 5 Random Packs, a series that was indeed inspired by me buying 20 packs of one type of card that I thought was of a random nature. It then led to me searching the depths of eBay and buying one pack of several different types of trading cards and stickers. Some are quite random, some shouldn't be bought by a man, some should be bought by someone my age, and some should be bought by a combination of both, but it's all in the nature of just having a little bit of fun. Now what happens is there is a shoebox full of the single packs next to me. The right hand disappears into the box, gives it a shuffle, and without looking, I pull one out at random. We then examine the pack, see what it has to offer, see if it has any rare cards, uncommon cards, and what the odds of getting them are. We then open the pack, look at the cards, have a bit of fun with them, perhaps take the mick, and with each pack of cards, I do have to pick one favourite from the pack, and then we line the 5 favourites up against the wall of Mega Drive games, and then after we've got all 5 favourites, we then have to pick one from the 5 favourites as well as kind of a champion of champions. So let's have the right hand disappear into the box, give it a shuffle, and pull out our first pack, which is WWE Heroes. That is if your WWE Heroes are, well, Edge, Randy Orton, what I think is Michelle McCool, John Cena, and Mr. Chick Magnet Punk right there. So we're going to have no uncommon rares in this by the good people of Merlin there. Merlin stickers printed on there. And on the back, what have we got? The fact there are 6 stickers. They are published by Topps. So we've got a bit of a mix going on there. Merlin stickers published by Topps. And an advert for the WWE shop, of course. So let's see if we can get the pack open. Oh, that's good. The glue seems to have, yes, melted, eroded away. And here we go. Right, what have we got here from the WWE Heroes? We got, oh, this one's a little bit bigger than, oh, we got something a little bit shiny. And we've got Randy Orton taking a spear from Batista by the looks of it. So a nice little action shot going on there. Or that is just a little bit of an over-the-top way to give a cuddle. What one is it? I'm going to go with the spear. So that's pretty cool. A nice big card there. And then we've got, that is definitely Matt Hardy. And the name of the other one there is evading me a little bit. I want to say Lance Cade. I think there was a tag team of Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. And obviously Matt Hardy being one of the Hardy Boys is part of a tag team too, so I'm guessing that was a tag team match that was going on as Matt aggressively holds his arm and makes him run away, but he doesn't really look too bothered about running away. He really should be in, a little bit bothered about those budgie smugglers there. They are a little bit horrific. Okay, so what have we got now? Oh, that looks like Shelton Benjamin. And he's carrying Jimmy Wang Yang on his back because the lazy bastard can't be bothered to walk. That is what's going on. That doesn't look like a very full arena. That almost looks like a very, very sort of back of the house wrestling arena. What is going on there? But Shelton Benjamin giving good old Jimmy Wang Yang a lift because he can't be asked to walk. Oh, look, it is all about the game. We got two shiny. Wow. Jesus Christ. Totally put off by that. Normally you only get one. They slipped up there. We've got 6 in the pack. Oh yeah, the 3 down there, 3 to go. Yes, we've got the game who is doing his usual sort of entrance pose of spitting water up in the air and giving himself a rather self-grossed shower. Okay, yeah, classic pose by Triple H. Shiny number 1. And we've got Shelton Benjamin again. There he is, fully recovered from fire lifting and carrying a lazy, I can't be bothered to walk, Jimmy Wang Yang. And for some reason, we've got 2 pillars either side of him. What are you, in Rome or something, mate? Jesus Christ. Okay, and we've got, Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix, of course, now married to Edge, looking rather lovely. Her pillars are blue, though, not white. Why is that? It's a rather fetching gold number you're wearing there, Beth. What do we go for? Do we go for the eye candy, or do we go for the large action shots? Do you know what? Oh, dear, this is quite tough. Do we go for the eye candy, or do you know what? We're going to go for this because it's foil as well. And yes, I do like Beth Phoenix, and not just because of how she looks. She was a proper women's wrestler in an era where they were just wanted to be eye candy. So well done to Beth Phoenix. You can go into the wall of 5 favourites. And yes, it probably was largely influenced by the fact you are good to look at. So let's put the first pile of non-5 favourite winners over here into a pile of God knows what I'm going to do with. So let's give the box another shuffle. I'm tempted to sort of actually pick one from the top. And what do we have here? We have we have Upside Down, we have Panini Football League. Now, I was kind of sticking clear of buying football cards, but the reason why I bought this one was because just of this sort of random mix. Obviously 2014, so not that old in comparison to a lot of the others I'm pulling, but 6 years old. And then we've got the Japan Football League logo on it here, but it's the Panini Football League, and it's just a mishmash of teams from all across the world. Look, we've got, here's, go on, test me knowledge out then. We've got Roma, Juventus, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United, and of all players they picked Marouane Fellaini, Real Madrid, AC Milan, PSG, and Barcelona. And I just thought that was a little bit of a random mix of teams to put in a pack. And as you can see from the back, it advertises the Japanese League or Japanese Football Association on the front, and everything on the back is very much written in Japanese. But we have an English written website there. Look, paninifootballleague.com, and we look made by the good people of Bandai. So I thought it was a little bit random. Thought it was a little bit random for that. So let's get, we've got the scissors on standby. We didn't need them for the stickers, but we have them on standby. So let's see who we get from the Panini Football League of what is some of the best teams from around the world. And there we go. I don't know. I'm not quite, oh, there it tells us right there. We've got Valencia, who weren't good enough to be advertised on the front. And we've got Michel or whatever. So it's kind of, I have to pick favourite player. Guess you don't get a lot of bang for your buck in here. 1, 2, 3. Is that it? 1, 2, 3. 3 cards and this thing here, which is a Roma badge. Okay, so not a lot to choose from here. So we've got Mikel, we've got Robert Lewandowski. What a great name you have, Robert. There we go. An absolutely amazing player. Obviously now at Bayern Munich. And then we have, who's that? Makoto Hasabi. I really am sorry if I butchered that name. From the Japanese national team. So what is on the back of these? We got some sort of, we've got a serial code. We've got one of those barcode thingies that you can scan. We got some made stats by the people that made these cards potentially. And then last of all, we've got this very flimsy Roma badge, which isn't going to win just because it's a badge and it's quite flimsy. But yeah, wow, not a lot in there to pick. I wonder how much they cost, because they're not all that, and the poses aren't exactly enthralling either. But yeah, I'll made by the good people of Panini. I said Bandai earlier. There we go, look, Panini. There's a serial code. I've given away all these serial codes, but I'm not going to use them for what they are. Got Robin Lewandowski there, you know, just about to make a pass. Michel looking as if no one ever is going to pass in the ball. He's running about all day long. And then he's making a sprint because he is going to get the ball, and he's rather fetching gold boots. But I'm going to pick Robert Lewandowski. Not only does he have a cool name, for me, I actually know him, and he's probably the best player out of the lot of them. Even though you are in an old shirt now, you need to be wearing a Bayern Munich shirt. So there we go, Robert Lewandowski. You can very fortunately stand right next to Beth Phoenix. Edge will not be happy if you touch, so watch where that right hand is going, sir. Okay, let's pull out another one. Let's hope for something a little bit more interesting. I thought they might have been interesting because of what they are, but I was proven a little bit wrong. And we have, oh, upside down again. We're doing well at getting them the right way around in this video. 8 trading cards per pack. Demolition Man, Skybox, because great cards are hard to find. Okay, so what have we got in here? You going to offer us anything? That is just some kind of, oh, yes. Look, printed in the USA. Odds of finding limited edition foil cards, approximately 1 in 18 packs. This could be the 1 in 18. Look at that. Fingers are well and truly crossed. And there they like their logo. Look, because great cards are hard to find. And then we've got a Demolition Man logo, and that's quite cool. It looks like a man is forming in the shape of the A. Now, I have seen this film, but it was a very long time ago, so I'm going to remember diddly squat about what happened in it. So let's open the cards and hope for a good action shot. Here we go then. Right, what have we got from Demolition Man? Oh, look at that, opening off the bat with, I love the background in that. That is a very unusually shaped car in a rather fetching burgundy colour. Look at that. Okay, so we've got a Cadillac Solitaire. There's not an awful lot going on in the background. And, well, there isn't anything going on in the background. Card 89, GM Cars of the Future. Look, there's some stuff you can read that I can't be bothered to, so please do pause now if you should so wish. I have just noticed that the date on the cards there is 1993, so they are 27 years old. Oh, what a classic movie it was. I'm struggling to remember it, but yeah, rather odd-shaped car, but very sleek and aerodynamic, potentially, if it can actually go fast enough. Right, what have we got here? Well, what the hell is going on there? It looks like he's been blinded and someone has kindly provided him with a walking stick so he can use it to hit objects before going forward. What a very considerate passerby. Obviously been sprayed with something as well, which is still in action in the background. So yes, next up, what have we got? Ooh, all three people just looking rather uninspiring and uninteresting, to be honest with you. What is going on there? Let's have a look at the back. The three huge scraps smell blood in the air, and they like the scent of destruction even. Fighting has become as natural to them as breathing. They possess the uncanny instincts of jungle cats. Their backs are up, and attack is imminent. Well, if their attack is imminent, they don't exactly look poised. This guy looks a little bit poised here. The other two are just like, no, what's going on? Oh, he's got a hat. He's got a hat, well secured. Not very great colour, a bit pooey because it's brown. But yes, we like a well secured hat in this series, and it's the first one I've spied. So there we go. Not a very inspiring card. Not going to win the 5 favourites at all. Oh dear, you've been arrested, and they put you in a nice white sort of looking jumpsuit. And they've both got hats on. The hats are really now hitting home. Very well secured hats indeed. And they obviously shop at the same store because they've ended up with the same colour and style of jackets. What have we got here? Inside the hideous Cairo prison. I can't be bothered to read that. I'm not going to go through that again. I struggled with the last one, so hey, here, have a pause if you wish to read that. Card number 10, a low one. Not that interesting. And we have a wheelchair made out of a cheese grater. Look at that. Plenty of ventilation from the back. What the hell is that? Again, struggling to remember the film. I might actually read this one. Cold steel appliances used in 2032 sum up the harsh reality of the times. Yes, it doesn't look comfortable. A bit of a cushion, a little bit of padding wouldn't go amiss. For convicted outlaws, the parole system has long been obsolete. Still, certain prisoners were incarcerated before parole was repealed. Oh God, I'm losing the ability to read. So they must still receive a routine hearing. So that's quite cool. That's quite cool, that chair, but it's not as cool as the car, not as cool as the burgundy car. But yes, that'll hurt your back because, yes, cheese grater, wheelchair. Who would have thought it? Right, next up, what do we got? We've got some building there with something going on in the middle, which I don't know what is happening, but certainly doesn't look like a fun place to enter. Well, it's the cryo prison, so yes, it's a little bit frosty in there. But there we go. That's a bit of a set photo image behind the scenes. There you go. Behind the scenes would have helped if I'd have read that off the bat. We've got a nice little binary code going on around the edge as well. And this isn't a very interesting picture either. But there we go. It looks like he's getting some sort of injection in his arm, ready to go. And he's in a cryo prison and not wearing a top, so that's a bit nippy in there, isn't it? What have we got? There we go. Oh, I've got to hold this up for you to read, should you wish to pause again. But there we go. Spartan is sentenced to remain frozen within the walls of the cryo prison for 70 years. That is a long time, sir. That is a very long time. Unlucky son. And then look at that very sleek black number. Look at that. And what are we carrying there, fella? Got a pot of, I don't know, vitamin tablets or something. They look like the ones you get from the chemist. I really don't know what's going on. The geezer behind you wearing the same thing facing the other direction. What is that all about? Look, I really am providing literature for you all to read in this video. Please do pause if you wish to read that. But there we go. All black, so it's just while you're in this cryo prison place. If you go outside and it's a hot day and the sun is out, you are going to cook wearing that. So, 5 favourites. Well, one for the 5 favourites. It's going to be one of these first 2. The car is cool. The car is cool. I do like it. I always like a vehicle that's a little bit different. But I just think this is brilliant. I do think this is brilliant. I mean, that is just a strange action shot if I ever did see one. And let's steer away from cars for a change. Every pun intended with the words there. And I'm going to go for this. I do like this. Poor old blinded there. We'll put you here, and we've got a right lineup of people there. Look at them all. Look at them all there lined up next to each other. Right, next pack. Have a shuffle round. Have a shuffle round. And what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Oh, Sons of Anarchy. I loved this series. I really enjoyed watching this. We have the trading cards of seasons 6 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were probably good quality cars and had their own, but they felt the need to combine 6 and 7 into one pack. There's Jax Teller on the front with a very cool skull tattoo. That's the words on his back, about to shoot his ass. That's That's not advisable, Jack. Be careful what you're doing there. Look out for randomly inserted autograph and wardrobe cards. That would be a cool thing to have. Certainly the autograph ones. And I say that because I watched this, all of the series, absolutely loved this series. So it would be quite cool to get one, but the odds of getting one of those are quite high. Look for randomly inserted autograph, 1 in 24 packs. And wardrobe, 1 in 24 packs. Oh dear. Total odds of finding a special insert card are approximately 1 in 12 packs. No guaranteed number of special inserts per box. Oh dear. I don't think we need to read that any further, but 2015, they are not that old at all, these cards, just the 5 years. But like I say, I really enjoyed the series. Hopefully I can remember stuff about it. I never got over some of the deaths in it. Some of them bloody deserved it, to be honest with you, at the same time. There was, yeah, one horrific scene that I remember as well in this, perhaps second or third series. Don't want to go into it too much. But anyway, here we go. Ooh, Christ, that's bit plain and boring. Tig Traeger, I remember him as well. Yes, Tig. But Christ, kind of just a very black card. It's very sort of, what's the word, artistic attempt at portraying a portrait picture. There we go. Not a lot to go on there. He looks very upset. What's happened, dude? Someone stole your teddy bear or something? I don't know. Here we go. There's Jax himself. Oh, what's that dude's name? I remember him. Big fella. What have we got going? Oh. Bobby and Jax reunite with happy news. Bobby has recruited new members for the charming chapter of Sam Crow. Yes, recruiting new members is what they are talking about, not just what they need at Tesco's the next day or something like that. But there we go. Nice checkered number you've got going on there, Jax. And of course, your hair is always very well groomed, isn't it? And there he is again, the guy that was mentioned in the last one. Bobby, there we go, saying a little prayer. And you need some help from Jax to sort your hair out. Jax has got the hair grooming down to a fine art. Nice batch of bracelets there and a couple of cool rings as well. New blood. Bobby talks to Quinn about whether he misses the nomad life and if he wants to hear him out on some ideas. So the cards feel of certain quality, but they feel it so far. The 3 that I pulled are a bit bland. I mean, picking a 5 favourite of those is difficult so far. That's a bit more artistic and a little bit more cool. But we've got Tig there again and someone else. Oh, what's going on here? We've got no explanation as to what's going on. We basically have an artistic wrestle going on there. That is all I can offer on that. That's pretty cool, but not that great. Oh, look at that! Is a much better portrait. Look at the teeth going on there. What's happened here? Mistrust, betrayal, deception, secret, lies. Jackson, the Sons of Anarchy, must face all of these and more. But how many of them will make it to the end of the road? Yes, how many will indeed? Oh, number 1! Look at that! Number 1! But, yes. So, yes, if you've ever seen it, you'll know exactly what they're on about. Just watch it knowing that no character is safe and just enjoy it for what it is. But that is really cool. I don't know which specific character that is, but you probably should go to a doctor because half of your face is rotting away and your teeth certainly don't look that pleasant either. But that is a really, really cool image, and it is pulled the most interesting card out of the bag right at the very end. That's a pretty cool sort of artistic portrait view of Tig, but this is not just because it is number 1, but every pun intended, this is the one that is going to win. I really like that artsy style, actually. That is pretty cool. You can go over here next to Robert Lewandowski, and each one is one person in. Normally I have a vehicle or a cool action shot with multiple people in, but we have a lot of one persons in view. Okay, final shuffle of the part. I'm giving it a proper good old shuffle here. And what do we have here? The very best of Stingray, Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. The card collection of all 3 series. There we go. Well, struggling to make enough cards for one of each, but there we go. These look very old from the good people of Topps as well. Can't imagine we're going to get any rares in here. It doesn't tell us the quantity either. There we go. That's a word apparently. And made in the Republic of Ireland by Topps Ireland. Ballincollig, Cork. There we go. That's something I struggled to say quickly. And then we got some arrows for some reason. So yeah, so we've got a combination of Stingray, Thunderbirds, and Captain Scarlet. I know quite a bit about Stingray, quite a lot about Thunderbirds, not a great deal about Captain Scarlet, who made an appearance in episode 8 with some cards of his own. Okay, so let's give these, and should we try and open these without scissors? Shall we try and open these without scissors? Oh, this could be a bad idea. This could be a bad idea. Scissors. Okay, there we go. That's why I don't do that. That's why I stopped doing that. I didn't even learn my own lessons. Okay, let's pull them out. Who have we got? Captain Scarlet with a jetpack on. Trying to be the Rocketeer by the looks of things, and got a gun in his hand. It's a very sort of camp pose, Captain Scarlet. It's hardly imposing. Just as well you're indestructible, really, and you can just mock people by pretending to be rather effeminate. But there we go. Captain Scarlet always has a nice and well secure hat, so he's always a winner in my eyes. But yeah, not a lot going on there. Do we have anything on the back? Look at that. Oh, these feel proper. Like proper old car. There's no gloss to it or anything. A small army of robots patrol Cloudbase, keeping a constant watch on all aspects of the craft, including the cleaning. You've got to keep it clean. Well done. Make sure you use plenty of bleach. Angel Interceptor jets can fly at 3,000 miles per hour. Yeah, I can't be able to read that last bit, but there's a pause if you really want to. This is card number 66. So there we go. One from Captain Scarlet and the Mistrons. And so is the next one. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Episode 8, Captain Scarlet cars. We pretty much had this image of this car. And I mentioned about the windows. They're not great for driving in because you can't really see to each side of you. You can only kind of look forward. It's a bit of a blinkered, unsafe drive. And I mentioned the fact last time, look, it's a bit dirty. Just run it through the card wash, will you? So the fact you've already appeared once and had a go, you're trying to be a little bit cheeky and try to steal a win in this. And in fact, I've just looked. Look, they're all. I was hoping to be a bit of a mix. They are all Captain Scarlet cars. So he's just having a go at trying to win the favourites of the favourites of the favourites at the end of the year when we put all these cars into binder and examine it at the end of the year. Okay, so this isn't Captain Scarlet. I don't know who it is, to be honest with you. Who is it? A largely self-taught Spectrum agent, Captain. That word there looks like it begins with a 0 rather than an O. So Christ, how knows how you say that. Anyway, his application to join the World Army Air Force was turned down. Sorry, oh, stop right there. Please read, carry. There you go. Have a pause if you wish to read all of it. Sorry about that, dude. You do genuinely look disappointed about that. You look very disappointed about that. But you have a secure hat and you have 2 rather large pills on your shoulder or some rather unusual looking sex toys. Talking about sex, look at that. We have the eye candy. The Captain Scarlet's love interest, no doubt. Destiny Angel sits in the cockpit of her interceptor jet. She is one of a team of 5 angels. The others are Rhapsody, Symphony, Harmony, and Melody to help protect Cloudbase. There we go. I can't bother to do the rest of it. But look, quite far in the future. Look, August 2040. There we go. She was born Juliette Poynton in Paris in August 2040 and educated in Rome. There we go. Nice cultural upbringing. There we go. You've got your headset on the go. Still playing Fortnite with Big Game Al, aren't you? You know, even from the last episode, he will be happy. He doesn't get off the bloody thing. And cool shades. Are they shades? They are. More of a visor. More of a sort of an orange tinted visor going for the old Edgar Davids look there. Well done, love. And then look at that. That is a car. Sod this thing from earlier on. Where are you? Come back. Come back. Grey, boring, dangerous to dive. Couldn't even bother to watch it. And then the nice polished, very clean red car with Jaws type fin on the back. Maybe does it go underwater? I can't remember. Let's have a look at the back. Does it say anything about can it go underwater? Probably. Who knows? Is it a James Bond car? Card number 62. The Spectrum Patrol car is in a spot of trouble, having crashed into a farm. Having crashed. It looks very, very well off for a crash. Jesus Christ. Okay, one of the front wheels at the front is in the air. That is about it. There's barely a mark on it. The car, like Captain Scarlet, is indestructible. Well, look at that. I'll flip it around again in case you would like to pause that and have a read. I'm not going to read it all out. Spectrum Patrol car. And out of those cars, that flashy, cool red car, nice and clean, has pulled it out the bag for the favourite within the pack. Disappointed that reading the front of it, that you didn't get a mix of the cars. They kind of, I'm guessing you open it up, and then the first one is what you're going to get in the entire pack. So maybe I should hunt some more of these down in the hope that we get some Thunderbirds or Stingray cards. And I would have preferred Thunderbirds because that's the one that I enjoyed the most as a kid. And you can not only join the Wall of Fire. No. Don't rush into the decision. Just because it was the last one you saw, Rob, do not rush into the decision. This is a very important, life-changing thing. So now, a favourite from the 5 favourites. I was nearly going to dive in and pick that. I was nearly just going to dive in and pick that. But, pausing, and sense has prevailed, because yes, I love the series, but that is just a very artsy and very cool card. I really do like that. I love the Sons of Anarchy as a series. I could quite happily sit through all of it again. Even though I know that the twists and turns of the shock factor will be gone, I could quite happily sit through it all again. And that card, it's just everything about it. It's a little bit mysterious, it's artsy, it's stylish, and it's just very well done. Very well done. Nice quality as well. As for quality of really the entire pack, well, these bloody things ain't going to win. Rubbish, look, you just hang your head. But there we go. So favourite card is definitely going to be Sons of Anarchy. Kind of best pack overall, because the other cards in that pack, one was okay-ish with the artsy stuff, the rest of them were quite uninspiring. However, the Demolition Man ones, I think, were most interesting overall as an entire pack. So favourite card of the 5 favourites, Sons of Anarchy. Favourite pack, as in all of the cards and sort of a little bit of value about them, Demolition Man. Also an awesome film, which I clearly need to rewatch because I can't remember anything about it. I remember watching it and loving it. Remember the sort of handshake where you don't touch, and they did that. But yes, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so favourite from the 5 favourites. Best quality pack out of the 5 from this episode. And there we go. So please do leave comments in the section below for the favourite of the 5 favourites. Did I pick wrong somewhere along the line? Like with the Demolition Man, I nearly picked the burgundy car. With the wrestling one, I nearly picked the action pose. Probably should have picked the action pose, but the eye candy did sway me. So if you don't agree with the favourite that I picked, please do say so. What is your favourite of the 5 favourites, and which pack do you think is the best quality for cards overall? And with that, that is my questions asked. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And as always, take care.